I'm Alex.
And I'm Reed.
And we're here to remind you what day it is. A fact about me is that I really like Adventure Time.
Really, really like Adventure Time.
Yeah. Adventure Time, really cool.
Are they still coming out with new episodes?
Well, they already stopped recording, so the 9th season is like ending soon.
They made 9 seasons?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But the 9th season is the
Because
last.
people love the show. What? Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. 9 years of that show now.
Yeah. It's a good show.
I should watch it.
You should. You should definitely watch it.
Have you never watched it, Reed?
No.
Really? That
It
surprises me.
Wasn't really my style when it started coming out, and then I just never got into it afterwards.
Fair enough. When I remember it coming out, the first commercial I saw for it, the commercial itself was live action, so it was what's his face who does
Yeah, that really confused me.
what?
Like, I saw the commercials and I was like, this is lame. And so I
Yeah,
didn't
no, the
watch
commercials totally looked lame, and then I got a chance to watch some episodes, and then eventually watched most of them.
It. Yeah.
Actually, on that same line, I recently watched a bunch of Steven Universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that show.
He only watched up through season 4.
Yeah.
So he hasn't seen season 5 yet.
I don't know where the seasons begin.
Yeah.
So.
Where'd you get to?
Oh
Oh yeah, he got to My Dad.
Oh.
yeah.
I think there's some new episodes out actually.
Yeah.
To watch those. We should watch those.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, season 5 isn't on Hulu, and then season 6 starts this month. So
Yeah.
we have ways of obtaining.
yeah, so I've heard, but I also
Information.
don't feel like
Yes.
putting viruses on my brand new computer. So
You just have to know how. I'm pretty good at it.
I'm pretty bad. So but anyhow,
What's new this week? What'd you do this week?
let's see. Well, there was Easter.
Yeah.
I've also been playing around with 3D modeling software stuff. Oh, and I took apart
Oh,
my old
awesome.
robot.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cannibalize some of the parts from that. Plus, I started learning Python, the programming language.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. Yeah. What'd you learn to do on Python?
Nothing crazy. Just some blinking lights and button presses and stuff like that.
No, but like I know Python, so.
Oh, you do?
Just.
Oh.
You can just I've been taking the class.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Well, the thing is with coding, it's all about once you know one language, you know most of them for the most part. It's just learning like
Yeah.
syntax. So we're just doing like for loops and else ifs and really
Yeah, like
fairly standard stuff.
Nerd stuff.
other languages are pretty similar. Maybe it's just like different words. Different,
Yeah, it's really just syntax. It's
quotes.
you
Grammar,
put like
not actually called grammar, but.
well, that's why I say syntax. It's like you put an asterisk here instead of there, or you capitalize
Yeah.
this, or you make sure that's lowercase, or you put a space here. But other than
So
those little things.
I'll be learning Java next semester.
Oh, really? Cool.
Mhm.
Well, the reason I was learning Python is my friend Drew and I are planning on starting a YouTube channel where
Oh.
it's a combination of skits and then like a not low level, kind of like a very broad explanation of some of the things that went into designing the components. So the general
Like a DIY channel.
sort of, it's a little bit like a DIY channel, but leaning a little bit more heavily on like the skit part of it. But essentially, the
It's like a
concept
how-to thing.
a little bit, but like not in enough detail that you'd watch the video and necessarily be like, I know exactly how to do this. But more, you watch the video and you're kind of inspired by it. But the general
Behind
premise.
the scenes director's cut.
A little bit. The general premise is that Drew will be kind of a bit of like a mad scientist type character in some
Science,
ways.
the guy, the science guy?
Not quite the science guy level. But he'll be coming up with different, like, very elaborate ways to accomplish very simple tasks. And
Mhm.
then my character will often be the victim of that friendship.
That
And
sounds
there's
cool.
yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. We have kind of a multi-step plan on how we want to do all that. And so right now we're working on some of the initial projects, but we're still having trouble coming up with a name. Once we have a name,
So, like,
we
in
can
one
start doing
episode,
banners.
are you gonna dress as him and he's gonna dress as you?
no, but you do hit at the kind of the core behind the scenes humor is the fact that the character that Drew will be playing is a lot more like myself, and Drew's character is a lot, and my character is a lot more like Drew. Because it's more likely
look
in life
alike,
that
by
I'd
the
be the
way.
Oh,
wacky
jeez.
one, but yeah, so it should be fun. As I said, we've been meeting up. We met up last week to learn some Python stuff, and we'll be 3D printing
Cool.
stuff, and we got some funny, goofy, interesting, elaborate ideas. So we'll see how that goes. If you guys think of
Tell
any
me when
cool
you
names
start,
for that,
'cause,
Hmm?
tell me when you start, 'cause that sounds awesome.
I definitely will. We'll be promoting the crap out of it, but we need to come up with a name too. We haven't thought of anything good yet.
Good way to find names is band name generators, and then you take those and you mix them together.
I'm totally doing that. That's a really
Alex,
good idea.
what'd you do?
Oh, what did I do this week?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I updated you guys on this, but I've been subbing for the last few weeks, substitute teaching,
Yeah.
and with the hopes that in the future I might be able to get a chance to get a job at there's like this alternative high school in the area.
Mhm.
Well, my opportunity came up really quick. And I actually was able to shadow this last Friday.
Oh, wow, cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm actually going in tomorrow for the day, doing shadowing again. But it looks pretty promising. We have someone that Claudia works with, someone that Claudia works with on the weekends sometimes. She also works there, so she was kind of our in. She vouched for me and everything, and it just so happens that Jacob goes to the school too, but obviously that's not a plus. That's more of a negative, right? But it's exciting though because it's like being that it's like an alternative high school program. The curriculum's open to kind of doing whatever you want to do, which means that like if you want to teach a certain way or the students want to learn a certain thing, you can just kind of bend the rules to kind of make it work for them so they can learn more, which I think is pretty cool.
That sounds awesome.
That's cool.
See, when I was thinking alternative high school, I was thinking they listened to like Coldplay and the Foo Fighters or something.
Yeah.
They probably do. They probably do.
I
What
wish
about
I
you,
went to
Juge?
somewhere like that.
Well, today I guess I signed up for the talent awards at my school. So you had to like pick a hallway or just pick a certain spot to put your artwork up on there's like a specific day that you're doing it, where the professors go around and they like judge the artwork, and if you have the chance to win like a little scholarship, a little bit of money.
Nifty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm putting up the stuff for my 2D synthesis class. You saw the animals with like the glitter eyes.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Yeah, and then I'm also putting up that the pointillism thing that I did. The whatever stippling. You know, the one with the duck.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually more terrifying. That like any human being could just sit there and do that.
Yeah, it took me about like 20 hours total, 24 maybe.
You're insane.
Yeah, I agree with
You've also
Reed
got
on that
weird
one.
things for ducks. It's freaking me out, like a little.
I don't actually have a weird thing for ducks.
Okay,
It was just a thing.
you say that now, but
It was just a thing I decided at the semester because I couldn't think of a better idea. So I was just like, hey, how about ducks? I'll just draw ducks. And then I just drew a bunch of ducks.
you were also
And then
watching videos.
It turned
of
into like weird
ducks
taxidermy.
being eaten, and it was
Okay,
like,
but that's something my professor mentioned, and then I was like, I'm gonna watch that.
okay, sure,
Because he's weird. He's the one that found that.
okay, mm-hmm.
You have a problem. This is an intervention. It's not a podcast. It's an intervention.
Elisha, you're the one with the problem about ducks.
No, I had a problem, but I got over that problem, and that's why I know that I'm a good person to bring to this intervention and make sure you get help.
I'm over it.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
What about you, Reed?
Okay, so mine is actually from last week, but myself, my brother, Juji, and a friend of ours, we all went down
Patrick?
we all went down to DC for the March for Our Lives, the gun control one.
Oh, very cool. How'd
yeah.
that go?
It was awesome. It was there's so many people there. It was crazy.
800,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
It was like, I think it was the biggest organized march ever.
Yeah,
in
in
at
Washington,
least
D.C.,
in
yeah.
America, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Holy guacamole.
The kids who talked were like, they were a couple of 11-year-olds, and they were so good. Like, those kids have a future in whatever they want.
And then Martin Luther King Jr.'s granddaughter was there.
Oh, she was so cute.
Oh, that's
So
adorable.
cute.
Did you hear
Yeah.
about the kid who got accepted to like all 20 like top colleges in the U.S.?
Ah,
No.
Yeah.
No.
was it one of the Parkland students?
No, it has nothing to do with that. You're just mentioning
Oh.
students and smart
Oh.
people. It made me think of that.
Gotcha. So it's completely unrelated.
No, it was tangential. Students and then other students.
But, like, only barely.
Okay, fair. Fair. I see.
Yeah,
I figured this would be a nicer episode without Esther here, because there wouldn't be someone to be mean, and then Reed shows up.
No,
and
Reed's actually mean.
No, I'll be mean to everyone. I'm not afraid.
Good.
Reed's a ball of sass.
Oh, wow. You wound me. I thought we had something special.
Let's tackle a topic.
Oh yeah, you actually used the name of the segment for once. You're the first one besides myself. The two things that drive me nuts every week is that everything, you guys just use whatever name you feel like, and then Esther continues to promote the Instagram, which she is in charge of, and she hasn't posted since the first episode.
Incredible.
Every week.
Okay, this week's topic is, if you were in a body swap, like, Freaky Friday situation, what would you do? This is something I personally think a lot about. If I was body swapped with someone and I didn't know them, I would definitely pretend to have amnesia. Like, first thing.
I mean, that's a good plan.
Yeah, but if it was someone I did know, I don't even know what I'd do. Oof.
Yeah, no, that'd be really weird.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, like, I'm already bad at remembering people's names, so I think I'd be generally pretty good at, like, swapping bodies with somebody else. Because, like, I'm good at playing off, like, I remember important things like names. So I think that translates over to just all important things.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't like go out though and see anyone. I'd just stay inside.
Just
Avoid the awkwardness.
well,
Okay, like
Hmm?
think of like specific people
yeah, I was gonna say
being
because
swapped with.
it's very person dependent. Like you were mentioning before, whether or not it's someone you know is a big factor. And then, like, I don't know, I'm not particularly tall. What if I wasn't a tall person? Would I be all like confuzzled and like all awkward like it? Would I be bumping into things? What if I was fat? I've never been fat before. I have a little bit of a dad bod going on, but like not enough that I like
Miserable.
have trouble getting through like small spaces.
Well, I mean, at least if you knew the person, you could plan out together what your course of action is.
Yeah, and like tell each other the important things to remember.
True.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You bring up a good point because I was totally overlooking the other side of this is that their brain is in my body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd probably let them know not to have any dairy or gluten.
So jeez.
Oh no, they just
So I
spend the
don't wanna
entire time on the toilet.
Oh,
I don't want to come
God.
back to a mess. Though if I didn't warn them, then I'd be able to track them down fairly easily.
Also, that would make a
Just
pretty
go
good,
into
like,
every bathroom and you'll find them eventually.
it'd make a pretty good alibi. They could like call in sick and be like, "Yeah, I totally had some gluten. I can't come into work." It's one of my worst nightmares is being body swapped. I can't.
Ugh.
Ugh.
But what if you're body swapped with someone that has an allergy that you don't have?
Guess I'll die.
So you, Reed, are swapped with a person with a gluten allergy.
I eat some bread, I die. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. So I could. Well, I don't die.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't know how gluten
it's it'd be like a
Spend
it'd be a
some
very slow
bad
death.
time on the toilet.
Yeah.
What if you died while you were in somebody else's body? Oh God,
Oh,
that
true.
I'm having an existential crisis now.
Do they stay in your body forever?
I'm freaking out.
Reed, are you taking this opportunity to let us know that you have body swapped with somebody else? Are you having some flashbacks right now?
Oh,
yes.
You know what you could do? You could pretend that you're like some sort of supernatural being that has
Like possess them?
possessed them.
Ooh, I'm a spooky demon. Ooh.
That's why I'm acting so weird because I'm not actually them. But like, don't say who you really are. Just say you're like a weird demon or like an angel or some weird
But
thing.
if you're gonna say
Ghost.
that, why not just say like, oh yeah, I am actually someone else who's body swapped? Like,
No,
is
because
that...
that's not fun. It's not as fun. You gotta have fun.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
fair.
definitely fun. If it wasn't fun, why would they make 2 movies about the concept?
No, I mean like, but you could mess with people. You could definitely mess with people, and you wouldn't be in your own body, so like no one will know that you did it.
Little to
Oh.
no repercussions.
They'll blame it on the other person.
Except
I
for
can't
when
even-
you hopefully get back to your own body, there'll be tons of repercussions. What if you were permanently stuck in the new body? What if you
Well, then
swapped
you're just
but you
gonna have
couldn't
to live
swap back?
life, man.
That's
You know
when
what's-
you do the amnesia.
That's yeah.
That's when like, oh my God, I can't remember anything. Who are you? Who am
And they
I?
have to like teach it to me.
Exactly. It's foolproof. No
You know
one can
what's
prove anything.
Really weird about this particular topic. So now that I've caught up on all that Hulu has to offer on Steven Universe, I'm actually watching Gravity Falls.
Mhm.
For the few listeners out there, yes, I am a child and stick to cartoons most of the time.
Okay, but I listen to the cartoons, and also so does Reed. So
Gravity Falls is the best. Also,
It is. It is really good. Like they are quality cartoons. They're well written and they're really clever. but you guys are also like 16, and I'm 27. So
What?
That's
We're-
not true.
We're almost 20.
My birthday's in 2 months. I will be 20.
oh,
Also, I hate that
So
whole
old.
idea that like cartoons are for kids. That's like this thing that they just kept going for ever since cartoons were invented. They were just like, these are just for kids, so they're. It's not like they always said cartoons were like stupid because they're for children.
I
But
think
it's-
that's like an
They actually
American
take
thing.
a lot more work to make. Like they take a lot more time because you have to like draw out every like frame.
Oh, what I was actually even getting with that though, was that one of the episodes I watched this evening was doing some job hunting. See, I'm doing adult stuff while watching cartoons. That's good. It's good. But one of the episodes I was watching is the one where they body swap the two twins.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very weird that the topic would be a Freaky Friday body swap thing.
Oh yeah, wait. The twins were body swapped.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there ended up
Nah.
being like a whole bunch more body swapping.
Yeah, a ton of
If I
body
recall.
swapping.
What if you were body swapped with your twin?
Oh.
Oh.
It makes me think.
Oh,
'cause
that's
we're
true.
basically the twins from Gravity Falls already.
Like, so the
if
same
you think
plot would
about
come.
it,
Yeah.
it'd be exactly the same. I don't know. It'd be
Wait,
weird.
but
I
are
feel
you
uncomfortable.
which character are you more like? Are you like Dipper or are you like Mabel?
Oh, I would totally be Mabel, and JP would be Dipper, because he's a robot, and he doesn't have emotions.
I mean, Dipper has emotions.
Yeah, but
he's like the smart one.
yeah, and JP's the smart one. I'm the weird one.
True, very true.
Yeah.
Alex, what about you? How do you feel about body swapping? I'm not even sure if you're still there.
Very interesting.
Take that as a no then.
Very insightful.
I'm catching every other word.
That's-
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but
We can at the moment.
oh boy, can it be an animal? I didn't really catch if you guys were talking about stipulations.
Oh,
I didn't even think of that.
That one. Ooh.
That'd be.
You just said body swap. You didn't say like what kind,
I was
right?
thinking,
Shaggy
like-
dog sort of situation.
Wait, are you
I
gonna
don't know.
body swap with Ricky the raccoon?
Maybe. I've always wanted to just walk around and eat garbage all day.
Yeah, but then the animal would be in your body.
Alex, who are you kidding? That's what you
That's
did.
true. I'd be a rabid raccoon. Claudia'd be wondering why my appetite was so weird.
She definitely wouldn't notice any other behavior. It'd just be your appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the appetite. Everything else would be normal.
Are you kidding? The appetite would be normal. You're the kid who would used to eat mayonnaise sandwiches. I think your
Oh,
appetite would be about the
gross.
same.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise
We were
sandwiches?
poor, okay? We were poor.
Just mayonnaise on bread?
Just mayonnaise on bread, not even toasted bread. Just like plain old Wonder Bread.
We
white
didn't have a
bread.
toaster, okay?
Okay, he's lying. We had a
What was I gonna
toaster.
microwave my bread?
We had a
That's not
toaster
poor,
oven,
that's
and we
poor
we
taste
had
is
really
what
gross
it is.
sandwich meat, or even tuna fish, which is gross. But instead, he just mayonnaise sandwiches.
Ugh.
Living it up.
Wait, so yeah, Alex, body swapping.
Body swapping. I don't know. I mean, if the opportunity to be in the shoes of maybe somebody important or someone rich maybe would be interesting if you could body swap with
Like,
somebody.
If you could choose who you're body swapping with.
Yeah. Right? Like if you're going to pick someone, why pick some normal person? Why not pick someone famous just to see what it'd be like?
Well, I guess that brings up another question. If you could choose who you're body swapping with, who would you choose?
No one.
No,
None.
but like you have to body swap
Oh,
with someone,
fine.
but you have to choose who it. You get to choose who it is.
Oh, I thought that's what the question was.
No, it was just kind of like
Like, what would you do?
if you like just randomly appeared in someone else's body.
Oh. Well, I guess yeah. I guess those kind of come together because if you were famous or rich, like what you would do would be like something really cool, probably if you had a lot of money.
Oh, do you know what? What I would body swap with somebody like very wealthy, and then I'd have them write me a check.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
was thinking something less like selfish. I body swapped with someone that was really really rich, but didn't do anything good with their money. So then I'd body swap with them, and then I'd just like
Donate all their money away,
donate it all to charities, all of it.
and then when they get back to their body, they're just like, "Oh no,
Well, like
all my money's
I'm
gone."
not looking to
Why
take
are at
all
least-
of their money. I just want like a little bit.
But I'm donating them to charities, so it's fine.
All right, I'll write
It's like
two
a
checks.
Robin Hood situation.
Oh my god. A supernatural Robin Hood.
Like a Freaky Friday Robin Hood mashup sort of situation, I think.
That is actually a pretty cool concept. if I'm
Why
honest.
hasn't anyone made a movie about this yet?
Because literally, who's gonna think Freaky Friday Robin Hood?
Put that on your YouTube channel. Do that.
We found her name, Freaky Friday Robin Hood.
I think there's
Really
another
well thought
reference in
about.
here too. Because like what, like 12th Night is like pretty much the same as the Freaky Friday movie, slightly different, right?
I don't know.
I've never actually seen Freaky Friday. 'cause
I've never
I
seen 12th Night.
couldn't handle that much secondhand.
Yeah, it's the whole like swapping, things, right?
Yeah.
Or am I mixing that up with a different?
No,
play.
that's the one where there was like a lot of cross dressing and it was like the twins and such. Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what movie
Well,
that
I
is.
watched another one where it was like, it was like a high school girl, and she swapped bodies with like some random dude. It was weird. That was a weird movie. I didn't like it.
Doesn't sound very good. Does anyone have any particular pirate songs they would like to add to the pirate playlist?
No.
I know some sea shanties.
Oh, what's sea shanty?
The Walloping Window Blind. That's the one. I know it.
Cool.
I'd sing it, but I won't.
Well,
No.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to give us a little rendition of whatever it is you just said? I didn't catch it.
It's the Walloping Window Blind, I think it is, or
The
Walloping
Walloping.
Widow Blind. I don't know. It's about a weird ship. I don't know. My grandmother used to sing it all.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
what?
Does "Row Row Row Your Boat" count as a pirate song?
No.
No.
Ah, shucks.
Because it's down a stream. What pirate ship goes down a stream?
Lame ones.
Like,
Gently down the stream.
Down a stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
Let's analyze this for a moment.
Life is but a dream. Lame.
Hey, what about the Panama Canal, right? That's sort of like a
What
waterway, but still
pirate
in the
would-
ocean, sort of.
What pirate would sing such?
You don't row pirate ships. You sail them.
Yeah,
they
but
call
you
'em
definitely have like
sailors.
little ships that you bring to shore.
No, but like gently down a stream, merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream.
Definitely not.
That does not describe the life of a pirate, because pirates are not merrily rowing down a stream in like a dreamlike state.
How do you
This is
know
great.
what pirates feel, Juge? Have you body swapped with a pirate?
Oh my god. Are you a pirate right now, dude?
I've always been a pirate.
Juju was actually swapped at a very early age with a pirate brain.
It's taken you this long to notice.
Yep.
Yarr.
Somewhere out there,
Arr.
there's a pirate body with the actual Juji in there, and she's actually very boring.
Oh my god.
She's probably already walked the plank,
Yep.
fell into an alligator pit or something.
Mm. There's a lot of weird things going on in that sentence, but we're gonna let it go.
What, you don't read? Don't you know there's a lot of alligator pits on the open ocean?
Oh yeah, the historical alligator pits.
Yes.
Wait, but Cook was afraid of a crocodile.
Yeah, 'cause that's
And
a real
clocks.
pirate story.
Yeah. Gosh,
I'm
Jude.
just talking about pirates,
I'm so
fucking dumb.
embarrassed for you.
I'm just trying to be like fulfill Esther's role and be mean to people.
It's good,
I
but
don't think she's this brutal.
I'm sorry.
oof, ouch.
It's in my nature. I can't not.
I was about to say I haven't heard Juji like cry or say like scream stop it very much this episode, so I don't know how Esther you're being.
I'm not.
Well, Esther's mean in a different way, I guess. She's mean in just like an annoying way. Reed's mean in like a
Sarcastic, cry
Yeah.
yourself to sleep sort of way.
Yep, that's me.
Like it hurts now and then you think about it later and it hurts a lot more.
I do psychological damage.
And you tell yourself you're fine, but you're not really fine.
Oh my goodness. Alright,
Glad
Juge.
we've established how much of a terrible person I am.
What else is this podcast for? Without further delay, Jude, you want to tell the folks at home where they can find us and how they can send in listener questions and suggestions like they ever do?
So you can find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. That reminds me, I have to update YouTube. I haven't done that in a while. 'Cause I haven't had time. So it's a little behind on that one. But, what else?
Twitter?
Twitter, at Pirate Wednesday and without the S. The other ones are Pirate Wednesdays. And
Instagram?
except Elisha was like, don't say Instagram because Esther never puts anything on Instagram.
She literally hasn't posted since the first like episode or two.
I don't think Reed's make the Tumblr.
I technically made the Tumblr. I haven't put anything on the Tumblr. I'm
Alright,
working
well,
on it.
I suppose that's better than I expected. I expected there being a Tumblr and then it's just, I don't know, like all weird, like supernatural gifts on there and nothing to do with the podcast. So I
use it
suppose
for
that's
my
an improvement.
slash fiction.
No, it's just like, because the other day was like the Misha apocalypse.
Oh god, again?
It's April Fool's.
Fucking
apparently.
hell. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Well, you just did, so.
Okay, cool.
I think one of our first couple episodes we talked about swearing and we're like, whatever.
We'll allow like one.
I took
We're like
it.
a PG-13 movie. We allow one. And some butt shots.
some nudity.
So some
On this
slight nudity.
Audio podcast.
Yep. Well, you guys don't know if I'm wearing
I
pants.
mean, yeah, I was
Oh,
just about to
jeez.
say we don't know what Elisha's wearing.
I think I've mentioned it before. I'm always terrified that you guys will end up accidentally doing a video call like you did today, so I always put on pants just in case.
True.
Classy.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you can. What were the things that you say, Elisha? at the end here?
Yeah, we're all jumbled up. Reed, you're not doing a very good job of being an Esther.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'll
throwing
try
off the
harder.
feng shui.
Instagram.
2 listeners.
Yes. So we want to thank our 2 listeners, our mom and our Uncle Richie, for listening in. And I definitely want to thank Reed for coming in and filling in for Esther today. It's always a pleasure, and I'd happily be insulted by her anytime. So without further ado,